time that we take, the days that we make, I'm always gonna be with you. I'm yours forever. There is no end in sight for us, nothing could measure the kind of strength inside our hearts. It's all connected. We're all together in this love, don't you forget it. We're all connected in this. I'm yours forever. There is no end in sight for us, nothing could measure the kind of strength inside our hearts. It's all connected. We're all together in this love, don't you forget it. We're all connected in this love. We're all connected in this love.
Good evening, everybody. Oh, give me one second. Let me close my door. All right. Good evening, everybody. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's see here. Change you guys over to the... All right, so we are here on a Sunday evening. It is 7:58 on the East Coast, and we're gonna play some EFT. So got a couple objectives. Big one that we want to try to accomplish, or at least make substantial progress on, is this scav elimination. Give me one second. My cat is yelling at me. Oh, there we go. All right, cat's gone. All right, so we have got to eliminate 70 scavs on customs, right? So this one's a pretty, this one is a pretty big one. Nearly 150 XP. Just kind of a nice little thing, and we'll also be doing a lot of customs raids. Customs on the weekends is pretty hectic, quite busy. It's kind of everybody's go-to map for playing with their friends. But if we're able to, we've also got a couple tasks. I don't know if we're going to do this reserve one, because we have to kill so many scavs on customs. I feel like I'm going to have to go to this one. But we've also got some turn-ins for Aramid, Cordura, and Stop. This one can be done all up inside the hideout. And then we've got this elimination. The same task again. Eliminate scavs while using pistol or melee weapons. I don't know if we're going to try to link together both the customs and pistols / melee weapons in the same go. It is a little, as I was saying before, weekend customs is very, very different. It is a very, very different type of animal. And anybody who's got any sort of experience in EFT knows that if weekends in this game, I think I mentioned it yesterday, weekends in this game are just complete. It's a very different type of game. A lot more big squads. Usually you don't run into anything less than a 3-man, and they, depending on who you ask, they're either you either end up with the SEAL Team 6 in every single one of your raids, or everybody's sitting in a corner. And nobody ever leaves. It takes a very, very long time for people to complete rotations. So if you're kind of a weekday player like I am, it's you run into situations where you're getting killed in places where you don't normally get killed at, just because there are, the weekend players they only really play on the weekends with their friends. Or maybe they do a lot of scavving and stuff during the week, making their money, and then on the weekends, that's when they do their kind of big long sessions of multiple hours of games. So we're gonna do our best here. You know, it doesn't have to all be completed tonight, but with that being said, if we can complete it in one night, I think that'd be really cool. But you know, that's expectations. You know, maybe 5 to 10 scavs a raid would be where I'd want to be. You know, we'll see how it works out. I don't know if anybody's really on to play right now. I check my Discord friend list. It seems like everybody's either playing something else or they're, you know, doing or just not online if they play EFT. So we're gonna make do with what we can. Let's see. Let me just make sure I turn this stuff in because this one's a pretty easy. This is an easy just 40K. There we go. All right, but let's get started. Let's look at our kit. Trooper, you know, big old backpack. You know, very, very one of the better backpacks. You know, this is only a kilogram. Very few stat bonus penalties. We're gonna use our trusty old AKS. I actually got our AKS back from another raid. I can't remember. They probably stripped this one because it had some pretty good attachments on it. One of them including being a waffle suppressor. I think there was a canted grip on this and EOTech. So they stripped it down, left me with the rest of it. I'm pretty sure I got killed in the back of the head by that on customs. We're running a Gen 4. I've just got so many of these. We just might as well go and start getting through them. Triton, it's cheap. Who cares? Ulok, kind of standard. M32s. M32s are just, they're my go-to headphone for whenever I need headphones. We're going to run 2 M67s just for kind of... not really intending to kill anybody. I'm going to start trying to run these M67s. Jordan likes to run these because they're kind of good for... They're good for anti-push because they have a long fuse. A lot of people will hear the grenade sound and they will just assume, well, I can't push. And then you figure out, they're like, oh, it's a long grenade. So either that person moved, the person who threw the grenade probably moved, or is, you know, or repositioning on you, or they're pushing behind it to kind of get closer to you, so that way are using that kind of long fuse time to get closer to you. It's a 5-second fuse time versus, I think, let's just take a look. We're looking at an F1, right? 3.5 seconds. 3.5 seconds. You know, the VOGs are short fuses, 2 seconds. That's the 3 seconds. So you're kind of using that long fuse to your advantage to move, force them to kind of hunker down, just kind of get a little bit of pressure off you, so that way you can either make a play or, you know, maybe even like have them lose it, or if they think they're gonna like try to move on it, you can. I've seen a couple instances where an M67. You kind of put it in somebody's path because they think that you might have naded their position and you didn't. You naded like off to the left or something, and they get spooked. But we're also playing with a slightly different set of settings today. I kind of tweaked a little bit. We turned on low latency, so we will see what the kind of low latency does, if it starts degrading the quality or not. And this is just an attempt to cut down on the latency between me doing something and you guys actually seeing it. It makes for a little bit more of an interactive experience. I'm not super competitive at this game, so I don't care if, you know, somebody stream snipes, somebody stream snipes. I care more about being able to teach and talk to people inside chat. So we'll probably play around with the settings and see if there's anything that's terribly weird with using this kind of lower latency, but hopefully it works out fine. I'm looking at it's about a 40. Let's see here. Let's see what happens, because I'm watching my stream up. It's about 40-second delay. It's not terrible, but I try to get that lower. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but you know, who knows? If it looks bad, let me know. We can always tweak it. I don't, you know, it looks fine on my stream preview, but there's always, you know, we always got to worry about the internet. And you know, we got to worry about packet loss and the compression, because I above all, it doesn't really, like, you know, this game's kind of, gets really, really wonky whenever it comes to stream quality. You know, especially when you take a PK. You know, you've probably heard me bitching about it before, but when you take a PK, the stream gets really artifacty. There's a lot of pixels. You can like kind of see all of the, especially if you're in a heavily wooded area, which, you know, we've been running a lot of woods to just kind of de-stress or you know, whenever we're needing to accomplish something easy. Excuse me. Or just do loot runs. So it would be a real shame if we had to play with kind of degraded settings, just so that way I'd be able to talk with you guys a little bit better. Anyway, so not a lot today though. Not a whole. Hopefully today is, you know, we get in a good hour and a half. Get some scav kills. So a plan for this week, and something that we did a little. We kind of. I've been trying to learn labs a little bit. I played with Jordan quite a bit yesterday before the stream. I might have mentioned it, but excuse me, I'm yawning a lot. But we did a lot of labs. I've stocked up on key cards. What we're probably gonna do is we're gonna run labs basically every single night. You know, after our normal raids are done, I would like to try to run 2 or 3 labs runs at the end of the night. Just to get more exposure, more time into that map, and learn it while we've still got gear. So this week will be dedicated to, you know, accomplishing dailies, you know, weeklies, playing with friends, maybe 1 or 2 woods raids to kind of do some more learning, do some loot runs, just to sit and talk with you guys. And then hopefully we can get some labs raids in either solo or hopefully with friends. Friends are always good to kind of help learn labs a little bit, kind of get that. It makes the losses a little bit less. Oh goodness, I'm still yawning a lot, and I don't know why. I was fine right before this, so I don't know if maybe we only do an hour tonight. But anyway, yeah, it'd be really nice if we could get in some raids with friends, especially people who are experienced with labs. But with that being said, I'm eventually going to need to learn how to do it by myself and be comfortable on that map by myself. So if we need to, you know, we'll run solo, and we'll burn. We're probably going to go through a bunch of gear this week doing this, but that's okay. Like that's the point. May run some, you know, we've got a Tarkov TV next Friday. For anybody who doesn't know, Tarkov TV is the kind of like dev podcast that they do on Twitch, on the Battlestate Games main channel. We'll probably put that link. Maybe we'll link that maybe the day before, or we'll just link it throughout the week. But basically, they're supposed to announce the plans for the game updates, and maybe even plans for wipe. We'll see how they end up doing that. But that is hopefully going to be what's on their docket and kind of what's on their agenda. It'll be really interesting to see what they're kind of deciding to focus on. Blue tape, chainlet. Oh, fire clean. Yeah, depending on what happens as well, maybe we'll run a couple night raids. But night raids are always a little bit difficult to run because sometimes the quality degrades really badly whenever you try to run them. Oh, actually, while I'm doing this, let me message. Anyway, sorry, I had to send some messages. Anyway, get back to this game. So there's not really a whole lot to talk about on customs. This is kind of like where everybody starts on. And I mean, I've had a lot of conversations. I've kind of thought a lot about how this game, how map design in this game is done, and kind of like what maps are played a lot, and customs is kind of where everybody goes. You know, it's a lot of people's like comfort map. What is above me up there? What's this guy doing? There's two. I think he's over there. Like jump the fence. There's one up here though. To my right. Mosin? Where is this guy? Oh, I saw the flashlight too late. Wait, let's see. I'm watching the stream back to see. He didn't take very many shots either. That's scary as shit. Hey, Jordan. Not well so far. That was my first raid, and I basically just got, I think I got clipped with a lucky shot. You may see it in a second. It was about a 40-second delay. There he is. Yep. Yeah. Oh my god. I saw it too late. I thought it was the, at first I thought that was the light from the... At first I thought that was the light from the floodlight down there. Top of head? That sucks. He definitely clipped me. The lucky shot. Unfortunate. Yeah, it was unfortunate. That's okay. We go again. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, that sucked. I heard a Mosin man. I didn't hear that dude down there. I thought that was the Mosin man at first, to be frank with you. But that dude had an M4. I heard something jumping around in there at first, and I thought it was closer than it actually was. I don't know what he was doing, and then there was somebody jumping over the... I think there was somebody jumping over the jumping over the fence over by the train because I think I heard them hit the barbed wire. Let's turn that down a tad. Anyway. Dickies? I'm gonna need more of these. Boop. Put you in there. And I need probably a 30. Yeah, I kind of like running these. I kind of like running 260s and then 230s, or one or 230s. I feel like it's you're like, because these take forever to those take forever to pack, and it can get very, very annoying to constantly be packing 60s, even whenever you're doing stuff like packing whenever you're searching. It just gets to be a lot. What am I looking for? Nades. Any meds? I feel like tonight is probably gonna be quite painful in terms of rating. How can you get rich by playing Tarkov in game? Well, Jordan, the best way to get rich in this game, be honest with you, is survive in raids. But if you don't survive in raids a lot, there are things that you can do to earn yourself money and make sure that you are constantly getting at least some flow. I think that's the more difficult part, is getting a flow of money. Because if you're reliant on raids to oh my god, there's Momexes in there. If you are constantly reliant on raiding, and you are just unfortunate enough to constantly be running into people and losing fights a lot, that gets to be very expensive. And it's not really by your fault, right? Sometimes you just get unlucky. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just get unlucky, right? And that's, sometimes that's okay, but I feel like a lot of people end up being in a situation where they're like, only 3 or 4 bad raids away from basically burning through their stash, or just running out of money to the point where they're not able to buy basic things. So a lot of people, you can sometimes I'm very unlucky, and sometimes we are sometimes I've definitely had weeks where I'll play 3 or 4 raids a night, and I survived maybe one of them, and that one definitely did not pay for the next 3. So I craft. I craft a lot, and I'm lucky enough that I work from home that I can, on the days that I work from home, I can go and restart the crafts, and keep on going. But not everyone can do that. So, but even just crafting a little bit, just even restarting your crafts 2 or 3 times while you're raiding at night or doing in between scavs. If you're trying to scav a lot, you can try to use that to kind of build up your cash flow and build up your supplies. That's another thing as well, is making sure that the stuff that you are use and need to keep, that you don't need, get rid of it. You don't sell literally everything. If it's just gonna sit in your stash, it's not really doing anything for you. And there's a lot of stuff that I will sell and hold on to and sell on Flea and raid, just because I know that I can kind of sell them in bulk. But I feel like a lot of people rely on their raids to constantly make them money, and that's where they run into problems, because then you just have a week of bad Tarkov, and then you're running dry constantly. And you can try to scav, but even then, if your scavs go bad, that's like not you can end up in really bad situations. And I mean, we talked about it before. It's like I tried to scav 4 times today, and I survived one of them, and I got out with a wrench and a Taz. So that's I like to craft. I just like to craft. I didn't even really scav. I feel like I didn't even really scav that much this wipe. I think I got like, I'm trying to think. I didn't get 6 till way late. I think you got 6 before me, Jordan, before I ever did. Another thing too is like knowing what to loot when you are raiding. You know, if you're doing a scav raid and a PMC raid, I think a lot of people have this thing where they always look for high ticket items like Bitcoins, GPUs, like they're looking for streamer items that they can sell immediately. But there's a lot of value in kind of just random junk. Yeah, there's like, you know, an example being like sometimes wrenches can go for a lot. Max endurance on, that's impressive. I think I hit max strength on Scav our first wipe. I've not hit max stats on anything else. I remember, I think I saw a post of somebody with like max don't be like me. Yeah, barter items are money. Like figuring out what, especially figuring out like meta stuff, like the, you know, it's really funny because we talked about this maybe on my first or second stream, but PCBs right now are big money. It's 1 slot. People leave them behind all the time. They're fairly common electronic spawn, and they go from anywhere between 30 to 40k. Like per slot, that is almost like, that's fantastic. That's actually better than like liquor, right? Like that's better than you're doing better picking up a PCB than like a Jack Daniels, which is, that's nuts, right? And it happens a lot. PCBs especially maintain value pretty late into wipe because they're needed for the 60 rounder 5.56 mags. All right, we're just gonna go and do this. All right, we're gonna try to do this again. Yeah, it's barter items. You know, just looking around for stuff that people leave behind a lot. You know, like you'll see me picking up like Tashankas, Marlboros, a lot of items that are used in kind of commonly used barters for ammo, gun parts, stuff like that. That's the stuff that you want to be looking for. Fuck it, we're gonna go in here because I'm an idiot. And I like pain. We're coming here, we're gonna look for scavs real quick, and then we're gonna get the fuck out. Sometimes. If I remember the price per slot, I will try to follow it. The problem is sometimes it's not quite that simple. And sometimes you just have to follow, like, you know, if you've got nothing in that slot, right? Sometimes it really, again, like most of the loot that is going to be good, it'll be good regardless of what map you're running. I think I heard something. Whoops. I did hear something. Yeah. It really all depends. Oh, you're talking about the task. No, for the task, it has to be on customs. Yeah, it has to be on customs, or else I'd be doing this on some. Hello? Yeah, has to be on customs. Oh, is it really dark? He's got a pistol out here. Yeah, right ahead of me. Not gonna go that way. It's fighting in that place is death trap. You know, I said I wouldn't go in here, and I'm going in here anyway. I'm gonna skirt this back fence. What were we talking about? Oh, money making. Yeah, finding a lot of value in barters, a lot of value, and also just if building up a nice supply, you know, like getting heals. Something's ahead of me. Yeah. I mean, holding on to Salewas, holding on to, you know, holding on to ammo is a pretty big one, right? But also things that are not quite so obvious, like building food stores. You know, like everyone always gets a holodonic. You usually get like a holodnic or whatever the hell, however the hell you say it. You get at least usually one at the beginning of the wipe, just to be able to hold on to food. But you know, if you're running low on food, dedicate a scav run to just getting food, right? Like that's kind of like a really, really, you know, because you're always gonna need food. Yeah, stuff that case barters. You know, wires. Also, like, yeah, keeping building up piles of meds, especially later on in the wipe, whenever they hit like 16, 17k. You know, it's pretty worth keeping. You know, especially if you don't have anything, if you haven't filled up your backpack, just filling up your backpack with even just, you know, your kind of like standard. Yeah, grocery shopping. Your kind of standard benchmark for whether or not you should keep an item, right, is kind of I have always used the condensed milk logic, where a condensed milk is always 15k, right? So you want to, if you would much rather have a condensed milk there, then you keep the condensed milk. All right, you keep the condensed milk, but that's kind of what you shoot for. Is if you can make 15k off the slot, then per slot for the item, it's worth it. Now, that does change, because there are some items that do swing to more than 15k a slot. That sometimes you just have to be aware of. Cloths are one of them. Cloths will sometimes go for a ridiculous amount depending on the state of the wipe. Yeah, cloth will sometimes go for different amounts. Ah. Again, you just got to be aware of values, right? Be aware, you know, you don't necessarily have to. You don't have to find a Bitcoin in order to be rich. What was that? Yeah, you don't have to find a Bitcoin or GPU in order to strike it rich. You can do it over multiple courses of raids with smaller ticket items. And on top of that as well, you don't have to I think a lot of people. Oh, I'm very sad. I'm gonna go look for a backpack on one of those scavs now. You can also, you know, if you're doing a loot run, do a loot run. I feel like there's a lot of people who they lose. I feel like a lot of people end up losing sight of their objective a lot. You know, they're supposed to be doing a loot run, and this has happened with. I'm sure this has happened with our group. Is that you end up like just losing sight of the overall objective, right? Tasking kind of ends up being the same problem. Is you're supposed to be tasking, you're supposed to be trying to do stuff, and then you hear, you know, you just need to, you know, get the pocket watch and leave. The problem is they don't get the pocket watch and leave. They get the pocket watch and then, hey, they're shooting over a fortress. Let's go to fortress. Or, you know, like me right now, right? Like I didn't even bring a bag, so that way I don't even have like I kind of don't even have like the temptation to loot too much. Like I'm still kind of opportunistically looting wherever I need to go and try to find scavs, but for the most part, I don't really like loot's not the goal. I need to be killing these scavs because I want that XP. I also want to get out and survive. That's all that matters, is get out and survive, pop some scavs, move on, reset, get into another raid, get more time in. And being focused and having like kind of a good, and that gets worse. That ultimately gets worse the more people you get in the squad, because you have lots of different people who like to play this game in different ways. And on top of that, they they, you know, the more minds there are on a team, yes, you get more people watching your back and stuff, but you also run into the problem of there's more, you know, there's more people with ulterior objectives and different, and like, ooh, I want to go here, or hey, I want to go over there. So that can be difficult. Having multiple people starts complicating that focus to the point where, you know, you like, especially early wipe, it's almost like, you know, you'd think that puts you at an advantage to tasking, and it can for some things, but there's also a lot, you know, you can also end up getting just sidetracked, and then you just, you know, you end up not getting anything done. I think some of the best nights of tasking that I've ever had were whenever it was like 2 people, or by myself. Like, being by myself also, I got a lot of tasks done because I was able to focus on the stuff that I needed to get done, and I didn't have to worry about anybody else's objectives, and it was just my deal. Like, I could play it however I wanted to, which it's freeing sometimes. Like, and on top of that, like, you don't have the problem of like, you don't have the problem of different people, different play styles. You don't have to like worry about comms as much. You just kind of, you know, it's just you out there. But at the same, on that same token, it's just you out there, and that can be tough, especially on the weekends. Again, weekend Tarkov is like, I cannot stress how much different this game is on the weekends. It is just insane how different this game is. Like, to the point where I, like, at some points I just, it's draining to play this game on the weekend sometimes. Yeah, losing gear is a lot more likely. Yeah. That sucks, my dude. Oh. Wait. Huh, you got killed by a scav. And he has your gun, apparently. That is horrifying. Yeah, and it's... Yeah, and there's definitely been plenty of nights where I was doing solo runs, and I just, like, I went through a run of, you know, pretty bad, just, you know, railroaded by this game. I went through like 4 or 5 kits, and I got my insurance back, and there was like, hey, you have... Like, look at this. This guy left behind a GM count. No, now, I do know... I'm actually going to wonder, because I saw somebody picking these up before, and I'm wondering if those are actually worth anything right now. What? 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 Left behind an SSC. Yeah, so, yeah, but, yeah, that's another advantage of playing a squad, is that, like, even one other person, you know, they can ditch your gear, especially if you guys take insurance. And, you know, if you play in a big 4-man, like I know you do a lot, look at this. Oh, so much value. Actually, should check and see what kind of mags this guy had. An AK. Okay. Okay. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, insurance. Yeah, so you know, if you're playing in a big group, then you can all kind of like ditch each other's gear. Have a good night still, please. Yeah, it's true. I mean, you can. Yeah, I mean, it's inevitable, right? You have to be like, loss is part of this game. Like there's one of the reasons why this game is so much fun and is so addicting is that you can lose your stuff. Like there's so few games where you lose stuff like that. Like a lot of the time games, I think I touched on this before, a lot of times games actively try to it's weird. A lot of the time games actively there's this, I think this guy, the scav that killed this guy is still wandering around here. And I'm player scav? Is it a player scav? It's weird. Can't be a player scav. He doesn't have enough stuff. But I feel like when you can I? Is this better actually? That is better. Sick. Yeah, but the losing the stuff I think is it's core to this game. Like I think there's so many looter shooters where it kind of insulates you from losing stuff that I think that the fact that this game just is straight up like, no, you can just have a bad night and then all your stuff is gone. You know, just in a single, you can just have a bad night and you lose all your stuff. I think that is part of what makes this game so addictive, is that feeling of scarcity. So many games don't do that. In fact, some games are obsessed with making sure that you will always maintain your progress. This game doesn't. I mean, it wipes it. You know, there's straight up times where you can lose quest progress, especially if you need to get out with an item. There's some tasks that you can just fail and you've got to redo the entire thing. You know, a lot of early tasks, no. Usually don't, there's, other than if you need to bring an item back, but your gear, right? For the most part, you can basically say in this game that with very few exceptions, you will lose, like, you should consider your gear gone whenever you die with it. I don't even expect anything back from insurance. I just do it because it makes my, I can kind of min-max loot better, and there's always a chance that I get clapped in a place that, and then the guy who clapped me, will no longer, will get clapped in return, and my stuff gets thrown on the ground. It's always that chance. Can happen. Has happened a couple times, to be honest with you. I've gotten back some pretty juicy kits with that exact exact situation occurring. I don't know how many got there, but we'll check here in a second. I don't know why. I'm gonna cancel out my stream on my TV. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, we ended up getting a bag. That was kind of fun. That was only 4 there too. I could have gone back. I could have gone to the courtyard and tried to get a couple there, but we were there right there by the extract. There are only 18 minutes left. Yeah, no, there's certain things that this game does that are just fascinating, and it's sometimes it is You wonder what kind of sadistic bastard came up with this type of game and said, I think people will have fun with this. That would have, if you had told me that there was this game where you could lose your stuff to somebody who killed you, and then they just take it, right? I told you you're crazy. You mean I don't get it back? Like, there's no, like, can't just reload, like, I can't just redo my loadout and get it all back? No. It's just gone. It's fucking gone. Oh, those are not good. I thought they were going to be worth something. They are not. Sad. Okay. That's a good question, Jordan, because I really don't know. Like, I don't know what it says about me that I enjoy playing this game. And there being like with the amount of problems that this game has. I'm not saying that like, and I'm not saying every game doesn't have problems, but the way that this game does things and the problems it has, like you'd almost think that it wouldn't be as popular as it is, but it is popular. And I think like that's scary to me. Like that's scary as hell that this type of game exists and is popular. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It sells for a pretty penny. That actually sells for a decent chunk too. I think the scarier part is like there's some I think one of the more interesting things about this game is that there are people who love it so much that they will do stuff like they will do multiple accounts, get Kappa twice. You know, think about all the problems you had getting Kappa, and some people are just like, "No, I want to do that again." What kind of like, what's wrong with you? It'll sell at 208. Yeah, I'll hold on to them and sell them whenever they get high, because a lot of the time it's usually like, especially later earlier in the wipe, it is usually better to just go ahead and sell it to therapist for the cash. But recently I have been selling them on the flea, and they've been selling at the higher price point. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit, but for the most part, I've never had a defib not get sold if I leave it overnight. So yeah, that is straight up like, that's straight up hilarious. Yeah, I don't know anybody who's like, I personally don't know anybody who's crazy enough to do some of this stuff in 2 times in one go. But I'm sure we'll eventually meet somebody, and I'm gonna have questions for them. Like, what medication are you on? Oh yeah, I have a crisis item. Come here. Aramid and Cordura. I mean, shooter. I feel like doing stuff like Tarkov shooter, right? Like all of that sniper skill stuff, that BS that you've got to do. Having to do that twice. Doing all the lighthouse tasks twice. Who Like, what's wrong with you? What's going on with you that you feel like you need to do this? Especially this wipe. Like this wipe, some of these tasks have been quite difficult to do. I really need to condense some of these guns. Do I want any of this? No. No. Hey, my 5.7 came back. If there was a task that you could remove out of Kappa, Jordan, which would it be? What do you think it would be for you? I don't know if you got me muted or if you're just not listening. I'm gonna turn on my music. Bam, 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 bam. Oh man, let's see if we can make this one pretty good one. I'm having to avoid a lot of hotspots where there's usually a lot of scavs, just so that way we can actually get through the raid, but we may need to get a little bit more risky here just so that way we can get some more scavs. That's always the kind of difficult thing with doing these tasks, is that like I know I need to like, because I'm specifically hunting for scavs. Like I don't you know, PvP, whatever. Like if we get into some good PvP, we'll get into some good PvP. But the problem is like that first raid kind of set us back, and you know, it kind of set us back because we didn't get, you know, we spent maybe 5-10 minutes in that raid and we didn't get a single scav kill. So that's always what sucks, is that like, because time investments, you know, for this game especially, are very, very important. It's very important to know where you need to be spending your time, especially if you have like a limited play time. You know, I hate it whenever I run into a situation where like I spend like an hour or two playing this game and I haven't accomplished anything. Like I hate that. It always makes me feel bad, and it makes me like want to play this game. Like that's what kind of like that usually is what ends my night, is you know, I get to that point and I'm just like, ah, I didn't get anything done. Nothing, man. It sucks. So. This also makes me mad, right? This right here, right? We're 4 minutes. This sucks up so much time. And it wouldn't even be that bad if this was like a little bit longer. But the problem is, like, I mean, you saw the state of my stash and you saw what I had to do, you know, after we got out of the raid. We had to get out of the raid. I had to go through all of the post-raid stuff. I had to dump all my stuff in the stash. I had to sell stuff so that way I have room to dump more stuff into my stash. I had to refill on everything and make sure that I had stuff for the next raid. It's just so much stuff. The loadout system that they're supposed to be adding will hopefully cut down on that. Yeah, I really wish you should be able to queue and work on your stash. I think that would be awesome. But I just wish that, like, even like the loadout system that they're teasing, they said that they're gonna add, even that will be such a huge game changer, because I'll be able to just click up, like, especially, you know, once you get to the tail end of wipe where you're not really thinking, you just want to get into the raid and get, you know, frag out a little bit and then move on. You know, just being able to click a button, do the thing, and get into queue, right? Get into queue as quickly as possible. That stuff will be a godsend. All right, same deal. We're gonna go in here, check for scavs. There's some games that do it though, Jordan. There's actually, like, Destiny lets you do that. Lets you, like, kind of work in your inventory while you're queuing up for stuff. I think Scavs just spawned. Yep, Scavs just spawned. Is that downstairs? Hello? Anyone even come to dorms anymore? It's not like I'm sticking around that long, but still. Oh man, okay, let's run down here a little bit. Let's check bus stop, see if there's any scavs. Ooh. Come here. Right there. Oh, I'm sure that's gonna be fun. I think that's a PMC. That had to be the spawn back here. He's super close. Oh, you poor bastard. You have any grenades for me? Green tracers. Ooh. That's not fun. What's that? Is that a ricochet? Oh, fuck. Am I right? PP-19? I think that's his friend. Where do you think this guy is? I think he's towards the rocks. It's that way. Trying to see if I can get more information. I think they're on the rocks, but I don't know a good way to approach it. Let's see if I can get more info. I don't hear anything. They stopped firing. Someone's shooting something suppressed, and maybe it's another big gun. Wish I had more nades. I got an idea. Oh, there's scavs here. Whoop. They're up there. I'm gonna do something cheeky. I don't know how to bust that position. They're killing my scavs. Alright, I'm just gonna get my bag and then head towards USEC. Whoop. Oh, he down there. Okay. I didn't intend on that to happen. All right, so I was quiet there for a little bit. Scavs over there. Yeah, so I was quiet there for a little bit, but basically I kind of got lucky. Is that dude, I think they were looking for me and they swept back here and he moved right in front of me and I saw his silhouette and I figured Scavs probably don't come back this far. So I kind of approached it as though that there were players here. I shot that guy up a little bit. He moved, and I think his big chatty friend here tried to cover him. And it did not work out for him. I swung this right, gunned his friend down. I got lucky there. And I think he missed my thorax. I'm almost sure that these were the guys that I heard shooting over here. Yeah, so that's one of the advantages. Hey, what's up, Seth? That's one of the advantages of kind of being in a single man is those guys had no idea what was going on, and they probably their comms were probably getting trashed up. They probably had a lot of issues trying to communicate where they thought I might be. So they, they're not only maybe acting on bad information, but could potentially be, just super late information. All right. Ooh. Have that. To their detriment, to be honest with you. It probably didn't help that one of these dudes looks like he's super new. I don't know how much you saw of that, Jordan. Roll back maybe 2 or 3 minutes if you want to see me slice up a two-man. That was pretty gnarly. Oh, he was level 3. I'm so sorry. I think he just showed up, and he didn't like it. He feels threatened. You didn't even have that good of stuff. What is this? I don't understand. What am I looking at? Your friend just... You know what? That's the silence. That's what was shooting at me before. Is that homeboy? See? Told you. You existed. Jordan's just mean. Don't be mean to each other. Should be nice in my chat. We're just here hanging out, man. Oh, this is my 30. I wonder if Shotgun Guy may have been with him. I doubt it, but... Green tracers... Like hollow points in there. All the time. So mean. Alright, you know that's a lie. I think I might be the only PMC left. Don't you look at me! Don't look at me! Hello? Did you go down into the extract? You did! Oh, just popped a flare. Give me stuff. More stuff. More stuff, please. Guess we're here. Might as well go and finish looting. Although I think somebody's already looting this. Just didn't take any good stuff. That's an ES lamp. That's another one I made a lot of money off of. One wipe is ES lamps. Oh god, no, please. Ah! Hello? 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 Not very nice. Garbage, garbage. Garbage. Ah, this is the busted one. All right. Get the fuck out of here. I left my bag back there. Oh well. I think I heard another one, but we're just gonna go and get out. I think he's yelling at something else. I think his sound was actually muffled down there like it's supposed to be. Kind of nice. Oh, wow, it is really dark in there. Holy shit. TX Demon. You lock my balls. Soiled snake. Oh, he's using SP5? No wonder it fucking hurt. Makes me want to run a BSS. Yeah, at some point I need to go and like make a clips thing. Oh, look, Jordan, that defib sold. At some point, I should probably do like a clips compilation of recent stuff. I've had some pretty decent kills recently. God, get rid of that. Get rid of this. Why run that? Do I want to run that? Sad boy. Hmm. Gimme. Fuck, I've got no room. I hate it here. You? The Ragman. Ragman. 20 scav kills tonight. Or up to 20 scav kills there. That's not bad. Hooray. Alright, let's sort through this a little bit. Do I want to keep running this? I think I'm going to keep running this. We might as well. Oh, this thing is going to jam on me, and I'm going to be pissed. And everyone's gonna laugh at me. It's okay though. So I'll laugh too and go, God damn it, my gun jammed. I'll let kite too. These sell for a lot too, early wipe. These are hilarious. I made quite a bit of money off of early tool set sells in like the first 2 months because everyone needs it for that planting task. This sell for a lot? I don't think that sells more than the traders. Yeah, a little bit more, but that's okay. Your tag's not worth anything. Oh man. Oh, probably do. I think we'd do one more. It's 9:30. Get rid of that. Keep that. Get rid of that. This sucks. Don't need that. Don't need that. Those are cheap now. I'm pretty sure those can be sold. No, it's still cheaper to sell it. It's still better to sell it on. Hey, how much are these? Oh, hell yeah. Nixer lens is another one I made a lot of, I made a lot of money off these early wipe as well. And they added a barter to you could get a Wi-Fi camera really cheap because for like electronic components and stuff. That's basically, and I did that for basically every single time there was a reset, I would buy out the cameras. I probably don't need that many flare guns. I'd sell them for like 200k each. So I have heard, can you sell this stock for lots? Can't remember. Face shield. You got a slap plate for. Are slap plates still expensive? Yeah, they're still pretty pricey. Fast armor form. You guys missed it earlier on. I was yelling like a madman. GL the rest of the raid. Oh. Those need to go in my labs. This is the kit that'll be on deck. If something happens, let's go ahead and sell that. Just making room. Those two. Everything else be fleed. Oh. Oh yeah. Got enough slickers? Yeah, I have enough slickers so I can just sell these. $100? $90? Let's try $95. Yeah, I'll be a low one. Alright. Alright, last one. I hope I insured that bag. I don't know if I did or not. That last bag. T30. Put baffling up above in my office as well. I'm hoping that it dampens some of the noise because my wife can sometimes hear me yelling down here in my office because our bedroom is right above my office. I think one time she was like, I think she just heard me yell bloody murder, and she like messaged me. She was like, "Are you okay? You dead?" No, I don't think so. Do 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 do. Oh man, I'm trying to think if I should try to do like a live stream of the. I don't think I'll live stream the actual. I definitely can't live stream the actual Tarkov TV, but maybe I'll do for part of the stream Friday. If I stream Friday, then we'll kind of touch on the highlights of Tarkov TV at the beginning of the stream. Now, I am going to be interested in knowing if they're going to do an event tomorrow. I think that's going to be really, really telling. Because they're still running the Obadobadobalos event. I think it's really interesting that they're still running it. Because I feel like the other events, they lasted maybe a week and a half, and then they kind of just like petered, and then they ended them. But this Obadobalos one has been running for a little bit. So I think that was 2 weeks ago that they started it. Am I thinking about that wrong? I don't know. Could be thinking about it wrong. Could be misremembering. Always a possibility. I do that a lot. Gonna go look at Reddit while we're waiting for this. Oh, we're also so it's kind of a fun little just tech setup thing is going to be getting a new monitor. Samsung had a deal on their Neo G7s, and so I pulled the trigger on it. It's $500 for a 43-inch 144 hertz widescreen monitor. So we spawned over at Roof. I've been increasingly not liking going straight into Crack House. I feel like every single time I go into Crack House from Ruaf, I just get killed. Like all the time. Never fails. I hate it. No shooting, no running, no scavs. Why do I even play this game? Yeah, I feel like every single time I go Ruaf into Crack, I just get stuck. Just get stuck there, or I get killed trying to leave. Oh, there's. Swiss Fortress. That's quick. What the fuck is that? I mean, know what gun that is. Shotgun? That's in dorms, I think. Alright, I'm gonna regret this. We're gonna be a little bit spicy on our first raid. Or on our last raid. Gotta be inside, right? Guy body out there. We're gonna have a little bit of fun here. They're definitely inside fortress, and there's a dead guy out in the middle of the... out in the middle. I think he's on top of the crate. Blue crate, probably. On top of blue crate.
Come loot your man. I need you to come loot your man, dog. He's like right up there. Oh, I hate it. I didn't hear him jump down. Damn it. I thought he was going to jump down and try to loot that guy. I wonder if he was like running the other way. Did power get pulled? No, power did not get pulled. I'm upset. That was gonna be such a good moment. I'm gonna back up this way. Damn right. I really, really wanted to try to get... He might still be up there. No, fuck. I think he did jump down. That sucks. That was gonna be such a good moment if he like jumped down and I immediately just clapped him in the head. Whoop. Did I hear something? There's a sugar there. Shame. Alright. Back to our daily programming. Oh my god, 9 legs. Okay. See if there's scavs back at A-frames. You hear something? Something in front of me. Other side of the wall, maybe? Five, 4, 5. Okay, now he must have gone the back. He probably jumped down back into... He jumped down back into, Fortress and... He jumped down back into Fortress and then, probably made his way towards the back, dumped his bag, pulled power, and then just getting the fuck out. You just gave me a great idea for a thumbnail, though. Whee! Go check gas. I'm not a crab. You're a crab, bitch. I'm just kidding, Jordan. You're a good guy. You're not a bitch. Till I tell you that it's leg day, then you are most definitely a bitch. I think there's scavs in there. don't have any nades. I'd be cheeky. Heh. I hate it here. Oh, fuck. What was that? Something inside? Hello? Oops. I don't know if that was somebody calming at me or not. All right, can I make this, actually? Ooh, sick. Uh-oh. Stop it. Should probably fill my bags up with stuff so that way I can... Fuck it, why not? Fuck it, why not? Do you have stuff? Not that much stuff. Check old gas. Well. No need to be crabby. I hate you so much. I'm gonna ban you. I will lose a third of my viewers, but it's about sending a message. You little shit. Ooh. Where? I heard you talking. Are you back on the other side? I hate it. I'll go this way. Is he up on the platform? Sounded like it. Here. Ooh. Thank you. There's a sniper scav up there. How much time we got? 20 minutes still? Damn. I went crabbing and I still, got over here in a decent amount of time. Another one. This one I don't like because he stopped moving. Last herd was over here. Mm-mm. I thought I killed him. Damn it. That was going to be a sick transfer. Oh. Another one? I'm pretty sure I'm the only player left on the map now. Hey, look at Taz. Oh, he's got two guns. Oh, man. At least we're getting scav kills this raid. So we'll go and grab this. So I think ours already got hit. Ooh. I'd rather try to have that, though. Nope. Danger. At least we got a bunch of scav kills this one. You mad at somebody? Whoa! Oh, come on, dude. Too many. Too many. This... I think last wipe, no, this wipe was really bad for them. Pretty sure that that task where you had to do no armor scav kills put me down at least like a dozen or so just for that one. Easy. Because remember, they had to do the they had to reduce scav difficulty this wipe. Pretty sure that was this wipe. Like, it was nuts. I don't understand, like... At some point, they've got to do an AI patch. I think they said that the AI pass is part of the next patch, but I almost don't really know what they plan. Like, oh god. I'm interested in knowing what they're going to want to try to do for it.
Damn, I'm so tired of this walking.
Where'd the scav go? I had one kill me last night. When I had that Ledex. I had a Ledex in my butt. Thankfully, I don't need it. How many do you think you've killed you this wipe? For tactical naps. God, that takes so fucking long. I think GPU van got hit already. Yep. Check it anyway. Maybe they'll have PCBs. I'll take that. Oh, I didn't read your message all the way. Not bad. 36 now, halfway done. I really just started on it last night. So I think today I got like 27. I could potentially keep looking for them. Ah. Pretty sure at this point I've got to be the only PMC left on the map. But who knows what people are looking around. Ooh. Seems good. Whoever looted in here didn't loot all the way. Assuming they looted at all. Alright. I'm not sure what you mean counting bosses, as in like they... Like, is this cast counting bosses? Or are you just talking about difficulty? Or like how many scavs have clapped me? Including bosses? Yeah, if you're talking about like how many like total things have killed me, like AI have killed me, I'd probably say maybe honestly, I'd probably say about half my deaths are probably AI related. And there's some times when I'm more terrified of AI than I am of like, I mean, I think we talked about this. There's definitely times when I've been more terrified of AI than players, just from the sheer fact of they cheat, right? Oh, thank you. Yeah, they cheat. That was a weird random MP7 mag that I just found on the ground. But I have found like they're like they cheat but they at least they cheat in somewhat abusable ways. Like one of the more interesting things I've found is that AI actually have trouble tracking if you go across them. So if let's say I'm trying to think, is it perpendicular? Yeah, if you run perpendicular to them, they actually have issues tracking you, and that includes that's all AI. The amount of times that I've like even fighting against like rogues or bloodhounds or bosses, any of them, the amount of times that I've been able to run kind of across their field of vision instead of running at them, they seem to have a whole hell of a lot more problems trying to hit you. They either miss a whole bunch, or alternatively, they hit your arm instead of hitting your thorax. So somewhat abusable. Oh man. All right. Well, let's see. We're halfway through that task, which is good. Probably finish that tomorrow. Oh man. All right, well we got some stuff done today. I actually survived quite a few raids tonight. That first one was probably the worst one, which is good. We like progress. We like progress. Let me see here. What? Goes in there. That sniper scav had a voodoo on him. A little surprised by that. I've got to clean some of this shit up. I've got so much stuff. Let's see. Did I get... almost there. Hell yeah, baby. Max hideout management. All the fuel. All the water. Yeah, max hideout management. So I remember getting max hideout management not last wipe, but the wipe before, and I had solar power as well. And my fuel was hilarious. It lasted basically like, I think it was something like 800 hours of fuel of burn time on fuel. Kind of silly. All right. What time is it? All right. I think that is going to be it for me. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm very sleepy. I did not sleep well last night. Thanks for coming to hang out. Like I said before, is this week we're going to try to get some lab runs in. Could be with friends, could be not. We'll see. Who knows? It's always more fun with people, but with that being said, I really want to learn that map. It's a really cool. I think I'm at the point in kind of like my player expertise that I would like to learn that map and not necessarily master it, but just be able to say that I can fight on that map and feel good about it. But thanks for hanging out. We're gonna go ahead and go to the intro screen and get you guys. Let me put on some good music. Yeah, I got it queued up. All right, sick. All right,
But thanks for hanging out, guys. I will see you maybe tomorrow. We'll if we do stream, it'll be around like 7:30 ish. But thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. You know, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever. Don't care. Not really for you. It's more for me. Thank you very much. Bye now.